everybody. Welcome to another episode of Unqualified Experts. And as you can see, we don't have Nick this week, but that's because we have a very special guest, Mr. Bryan Johnson.
Thank you for having me, Xia.
Thank you for coming.
I'm very happy to be here.
Yay.
I know this goes out on OnlyFans a week before, so I grew out my bush.
Yay!
I'll be showing it shortly.
Are you guys excited? Get ready.
Yeah. Oh, it's a burly one. Thatch.
That's what everybody came for, really. As soon as they heard it was Bryan Johnson, they're like, oh, he's going to show bush.
Bush time.
Yeah, this is going to be great. And as you can see, also, we have real microphones this year. Usually this episode, we were doing the lavalier mics, and we were getting a lot of complaints that they just didn't sound very good.
So you went out and you bought these mics, huh?
So we got these mics.
These are an investment.
These are an investment. I have this mic. Oh, yeah. This is not cheap.
This is like the mic.
Yeah. We're financing that one.
Yeah?
Yep. This one
Paid
we
out
had.
on time?
Sorry?
Say paying on time?
Yeah.
Little layaway action?
Every month, exactly. Yeah. We've got it. We have the B&H credit card.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah.
I love B&H.
B&H is the best.
B&H has tons of stuff that I'm like, I don't really need this, but I want it anyway.
Oh, yeah. Just in case. You know, you never know. So on Unqualified Experts, we basically go over some advice that people need. They need help with stuff. We are clearly not experts. We have life experience, kind of, and we're going to try to help these people with their problems.
54 years old. If I can't figure out somebody's problem today, I've lived a life that wasn't worth living.
I think you've done a lot in your life.
I should have some advice for these people.
Yeah, I think you're going to have some good stuff. And this first one is going to be fun. This is very short. So I'm assuming this is from England because of the way they're talking. My wife done me up the ass with a strap on. Is that gay?
Yes. Next.
That was an immediate. See, I was going to say no because some guys like that because there's good feelers up there. But maybe because you have a thing in your butt. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what. Here's the thing. I'll admit this on Unqualified Experts that, of course, some backdoor play, there's room for it. But there's something about having somebody strap it on and come at you like a man would come at you.
Okay.
I think that would be the line for me. It's like it's gay.
That's a fair. You know what? That's a fair point. It's not just like it's a finger or a little toy that they're putting back there while they're doing stuff. They're like,
you're getting fucked as if you were being fucked by a man.
That's true. Wow, that's a good point.
So I think it's even if it's a woman, it's a little bit gay.
It's still a plastic penis.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually a good point. Damn it! Now I've changed my mind.
Swung you to the other side.
You swung me to the other side. I was like, no, that's not gay. I was like, some people enjoy that kind of stuff. So you think pegging is like kind of inherently gay?
Kind of, yeah. But I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. If that's your thing, you should definitely do it. My God, anything, whatever's your thing in this world today, you gotta do it. Can't be shamed for anything. Even though shame is a normal response to certain things.
Hey, look, there are 100% times where people close the internet or close the computer, close the laptop, close the tab, whatever it is, after jerking off, and they feel immense shame.
Yeah.
There's no people talk about that. It's very common.
It's like a post-masturbatory shame spiral.
Or like that disgusting, like, what did I just watch?
Oh, no, what did I just watch? Not what's wrong with me.
No, like more like, what the fuck? Why did I jerk off to this? This is disgusting. So that happens a lot.
So they want to place blame somewhere else other than where it belongs, which is squarely in their laps.
Yes.
Much like my pillow. How's my pillow look?
It looks good.
Okay, good.
You look really comfy. You look very cozy.
Yeah. I have to admit, before this, I took an edible, so my advice may get increasingly worse.
Oh, this is great. I'm excited. Okay. I was actually gonna. Mary Beth, who's off camera right now, but would you like an edible? I feel like we're like a bad host. I forgot. We should have offered you edibles.
Yeah, she brought one with her.
Okay, good. Okay. So the next one is, so my 21-year-old boyfriend is letting his sister, who is a 16-year-old male, go to his place with her boyfriend. So apparently he just moved out of his parents' place and in with me last month. So this is a girlfriend. Into an apartment in the same building. Apparently, his parents don't want his sister having sex as a child, but he decided to let her do it behind their backs at our place. Apparently, her parents are even fine knowing she's here with him because she trusts my boyfriend to watch them, in the good sense. He even shares our condoms. Oh. I'm a little concerned by some of his behavior. Did I mention this is a 1-bedroom apartment? Guess which room they do it in? Well, we can hear vocalizations and bodies smacking together. Oh, Lord. Once when they came over, I commented to my boyfriend that the guy seemed really cheerful. I meant more than usual. And he said to me, probably because she's gotten super fit recently. I think she's down to 120. This is getting weird. He also wants her to stop and chat with him, which I feel is weird when she just got laid and it's still sometimes visibly sweaty. He ignores her boyfriend, though, and has no apparent interest in talking to him. He also says our sheets are clean after they do it and don't need washing, even though they leave their distinct pheromones. So I always have to wash them myself. Should I tell his parents what's going on? Should I be afraid he's a pervert himself? What do I say to him? I'm wondering if we should break up over this. Edit. Their lovemaking is 100% legal and does not violate age of consent laws.
Okay, that was a lot. So let me get the relationships down again.
Yeah.
So there's a girl and a boy
who live together.
Yes.
A
girl and a guy. Okay, now what is the relationship to the people who are having sex?
It's the boy's sister. 16-year-old sister. Yeah.
Oh, so he's
letting his sister come over and
letting
have
his
sex.
sister come over, have sex.
In his bed that he shares with his girlfriend.
In his bed that he shares with the girlfriend.
While they're there.
Now, who's the one talking to the sister? The boyfriend?
The boyfriend, I guess.
The brother, then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. The brother.
So the brother's like, she's looking fit?
Yeah, talking about his sister. This is kind of weird.
So it doesn't violate any statutory rape laws, but it may violate incestual laws, right?
Right? The fact that he's like listening to his sister have sex and talk about how fit she is, and then talks to her afterwards and is like, yeah, I'm going to sleep in the same bed afterwards. This sounds like a weird, gross fetish.
And the girlfriend sounds like she needs to get a dose of self-esteem. Like you're washing up the sheets as your boyfriend's like, hey man, my sister and her boyfriend are done. Now go wash the sheets. Or no, don't even wash them.
Don't even wash them.
Don't even wash them.
He just wants to sleep in them like that. He's
he wants
like,
to smell
clean.
the pheromones. And the girlfriend is saying, should I tell the parents?
Yes.
No. You can't tell the parents. But you got to get out of there. I mean, you can't abide by that shit. Like that's really that's beyond weird.
It's incestuous to a point. Like that's fucking strange.
Like my sister has 3 kids and I don't even like to think of how that happened.
Right?
Certainly I don't want to be there at the moment of conception, you know?
No.
Or have some ill-conceived conception on my sheets where now I have to wash them up. Like I don't want my sister's dirty sheets on my bed.
That ever. You would sleep in afterwards. Would you ever sleep in that after?
You haven't seen my sister. I don't want to sleep in bed after she's just slept in it regularly, let alone been having sex and shit. It's vile.
Yeah, no, it's weird. It's different for girls. So I'm thinking about if this were my sister. We used to live together, but we had different rooms. I wouldn't let her have sex in my bed. That'd be weird. But we lived together, so we're of course, both when we're dating, having guys over. But it's different because we're sisters.
Right.
And that's more of like a bond type thing.
And you didn't burst in. You didn't change the sheets, did you?
Yeah, no, I didn't do it. And I don't go in her bed afterwards and I'm like, ooh. I think that's sound advice. I think she can't tell the parents, but she's got to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, she's got to get out of there.
That dude is weird. And he's absolutely creeping on his sister.
How old is the brother? Do you know? Because the girl's 16.
The girl that's telling the story who lives with her boyfriend is a 21-year-old girl.
She's 21. Okay.
Her boyfriend is 22, and then the boyfriend's sister is 16. The sister's boyfriend is 18. There's a lot going on in this story.
Yeah, it's only again. I have a little bit of. I'm a little bit elder here, so I will say that there are certain things that you accept when you're younger that when you get older you're like, what the fuck was the matter with me?
Dude, 100%.
Why did I do that? That as you get older that increases until you reach a lifetime full of regret.
Yep. I have one of those realizations just about every day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yep, where I'm like,
except for the day I got married. That's the only day I don't regret.
Me too. You think? That's a good thing. Yeah,
it's great.
Well, it's the look in his eye that makes me a little uneasy.
Well, he's high.
Yeah.
It's the edible. Blame it on that. Honestly, same, but only my second marriage. My first one, I was like, oh, you're a fucking idiot. What did you do that for? Moron. Mm. I'm hoping I don't feel that way about the second one. So moving on. I am a 29-year-old male. My twin sister is a 19-year-old female, and my dad is a 38-year-old male.
Wait, how is she a twin sister if she's 10 years younger?
No. It's a 19-year-old male, and a twin sister is a 19-year-old
Oh,
female.
I said 29.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
sorry.
If I could have said that. And the dad is 38. So I found out early in the month my dad, who's been separated from my mom since the end of the summer, has been dating my sister's friend's Bree, a 20-year-old female. Wait, hold on. My dad who's been... Okay, separated. Okay. It was weird to find out they were dating, but I told them they had to tell my sister or I would. And I was really hoping they'd hold up their side of the deal because I have no idea how to tell my sister about this. But they didn't. Every time they said they were going to, they didn't for whatever reason. So now I have to tell my sister. I can't keep it a secret from her for longer than this. But now I have reason to believe they're expecting, but I'm not 100% sure. Jesus Christ. Should I mention this to my sister as well or keep it out? It's something that obviously time will reveal anyway, so I don't know if it's worth it to upset her more with something I don't know is true. Thanks a lot.
Okay, so 19-year-old guy, 19-year-old twin sister, their father's 38. He's dating the sister's friend who's 20.
Yep.
Bree, if I'm not mistaken.
Bree, yes.
And the brother wants to know if he should tell the sister that the dad and the friend are dating, especially now that it appears as if they're expecting.
Yes.
What a tragic error in judgment to be a 38-year-old guy to have a kid with a 20-year-old woman. What a fucking bad decision you just made, dude.
Yeah. You're not even
in the process of making.
You're not even like dating her for a while.
Right.
Like this isn't something where you're like, oh, we're together and we're going to get married and start a life when she's like 25 or whatever it is. You're just going in.
Okay, so the question is, does he tell her? I think he should.
Yes.
Right?
100%. I've been in this situation almost.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you tell?
Well, my dad, as you guys know, is married to a girl I went to high school with.
Mm-hmm.
She's 2 years younger than I am. And I found out because my best friend told me. My dad didn't tell me. He told my little sister. And my little sister, I think, was maybe scared to tell me or something. And so she told my best friend. And my best friend was like, of course, I have to tell Xia. Like, what are you talking about? So she told me at this party, she's like, yeah, they're together. And that's how I found out. And it was a huge blow up in the middle of this. This party was a disaster. Me and my dad are screaming in each other's faces. I didn't even know that he left my stepmom. And that's where he got the black eye. I realized that like she punched him in the eye. I didn't even realize he left the stepmom. And then to go out with a girl that I was going to high school with. And then it was just this whole thing. So we're screaming at each other, like in the middle of this party. There's people everywhere. It's an outdoor party. Everybody's shit faced, but we're like yelling at each other. Like he's screaming in my face and I'm yelling at him. And then there's another fight that breaks out and someone busts out mace and my dad gets maced in the eye. My cousins get maced in the eye. We're all running down the driveway. Mace spreads. I don't know if people know this.
Right.
It's not just directly into your eye. It's like a cloud of mace that goes out like however many. It's horrible. That night was
I've been maced
awful.
a few times in my early courting days with Mary Beth, but you know,
Wait, have you really?
I broke her down.
I believed that for a second. I was like, wait, you, and then I was like, oh, duh.
I just kept grabbing through
Well, it
stinging
works.
eyes.
See, guys, it works. If she maces you, just keep trying.
Yeah, mace is no reason. That's not even a deterrent.
No.
Mace is
No.
that's kidding.
Hard to get, are you?
Yeah, right? Oh, challenge.
Yeah, the reason you would have to tell them is because they're going to find out anyway, and they're going to
Yes.
be like, why the fuck didn't you tell me?
Yes, I was much happier that my friend told me. I would have been really upset with her if she hadn't.
Yeah. And it's not like you're betraying some sort of secret.
No.
Like and if, let's say they get rid of the kid, it's still going to continue anyway. And there are two people who are like, I mean, ultimately, it's not the girl's business. It's not the twins' business.
No.
Who her dad's dating.
It's more just shitty that of her dad to date her friend. It's more just like, thanks for dating my friend, dad. Like you couldn't even, for at least with my dad. So, you know, our relationship got a little weird for a bit. But ultimately I'm still close with him and his wife. But it wasn't a girl that I was friends with. I wasn't friends with her at all. So it wasn't like he was like screwing around with someone that I was really close with. I didn't
Right.
really, I knew this girl, but we didn't hang out. And I feel like that's a different thing.
Yeah. Yeah, in situations like that, I think you got to tell the person. It's like, if the dad says anything or the friend says anything, it's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
You know, like are you adults or not?
Yeah.
If you're okay with what you're doing, then why not just say it?
Yeah, you have to tell them. I feel like it really should come from the dad. It sucks that it's not, but
Right.
you know.
Well, the dad can't believe his good fortune.
Right.
He cannot believe it.
He's like, a 20-year-old wants to date me? What?
Yeah. Until he's like, wait, she's with child? Oh boy.
She's with child.
Yeah, I fucked up. I really fucked up.
That
now.
is something a 54-year-old would say.
With child,
She's
yeah.
with child. Yeah, no, that's one of those things. And like I said, it's, you know, and my dad and his wife are still together now. So it's not like they've been together for like 12 years or something. They've been married for 10, however long it's been. It worked out. But in this situation, you don't know if it's going to. It could be a fling.
Could be a fling.
Yeah, you don't know. So hopefully for the girl, she can just be like, well, this is weird. This sucks. But.
And if the brother tells worst case, what happens? The girl, like the twin sister, gets pissed. But sometimes that anger is misdirected. And it's like, then she's
messenger.
pissed. She's pissed at the messenger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got to take that risk, though. All right, moving on. Oh, boy, this is fun. Hello. I'm still trying to process this whole thing. Last night while my wife was asleep, I was going to turn on some music from her phone to help her stay asleep. We have always been allowed to use each other's phones with nothing to hide. Makes sense. Somehow I clicked on messages, then minimized it. Something gripped me about the message I saw, though. I reopened it and saw a name I did not know. He was snooping.
I know. Oops, I accidentally hit messages. Bullshit.
You liar.
So you want to describe what happened?
Yeah.
And
The message was very flirty with some face pics, but nothing else. I know I should have just put the phone down, but I couldn't. I went through one of her apps, and I knew she used and saw a conversation with a guy and wanted to know how long they'd been talking. At this point, my stomach was in the pit. As I scrolled up, I saw messages calling each other cute names and even a couple saying she loved him by his name. Oof. I never got to the top. As I scrolled, I found photos of her in nightgowns with a dildo between her breasts and a picture of her bare ass, talking about how good his cock will be. Ugh. I woke her up and she told me he lived in another country and that it was just a fantasy. She acknowledged she went too far, but she has since not done so. She will not let me see her phone, but I know I saw messages of flirting with at least 3 guys before I woke her. She wants us to move on and work on our relationship, but I feel a feeling I can't describe and was looking for some help. Edit, I forgot to add we have 3 kids together and have been married for 7 years. Edit 2, I'm at work and really appreciate everyone taking time to message. I'll message back when I can.
It's always like, until you said the kids, it's easy. It's black and white.
Yep, get the fuck out of there.
Get the fuck out of there. Get the fuck out of there like your sister's in the next room having sex on your sheets. Just get out of there. You know?
I'm going to start using that as a way to, a measurement for every get the fuck out of there.
The 3 kids, that's the fucking thing too. And this is the thing, like a lot of people don't, with feminism and shit. People don't want to address that, like, this guy will get fucked.
Yeah.
Even though he didn't do anything wrong.
Yep.
If he initiates divorce proceedings and he's like, look, she's unfaithful, they'll be like, okay, well, give her 90% of your salary and she gets the kids too.
And child support.
Yeah.
On top of that. My stepmom used to ask my dad for child support when my dad had the kid. Like, what? That's not even how that works. Yeah, no, that's really shitty. And in a way, the whole rule of a woman getting half of what the guy earns is sexist.
Yeah.
I think the only way that the woman should get half of what the guy makes, well, that's weird. That's never happened. Half of what the guy makes is if they went into the marriage with the understanding that she wasn't going to work because she was going to raise a family, and that's what he wanted.
Yeah. This one, this one, again, speaking from experience now, looking back, if I find a picture of Mary Beth with a dildo between her boobs, and I haven't at least gotten it first,
If the guy is the sloppy seconds guy, then
then all right, then we can talk. But yeah, I mean, it's people write in, or people write this kind of shit knowing what they should do.
they know.
There's no 2 ways about this. It's like, okay, even if it's this one guy and he's in another country and it's just a fantasy and all this other shit, it's like, no, it's not just a fantasy. You're taking real actions and which have real consequences. And first of all, this guy's lying too. He didn't accidentally minimize or press anything. He was like, I don't trust this bitch. Something's off.
Yep.
Let me check her messages. Oh no, I'm right.
Yep, 100%. And that means that he had reason to believe that because she was probably acting shady or doing shady shit. So he already knew.
Right. And her like, well, I just want to move on. It's like, of course you do. You're 100% in the wrong. Of course that's what you want to do.
Yeah, we're going to work through it. It's going to be fine. We'll go to therapy. Yeah, no, this is, I mean, she cheated on you. Like, that's really what it comes down to. She didn't physically screw anyone, but that's still cheating.
That he knows of.
Yeah. Yeah, that he knows of. That's a good point. Holy shit, I didn't even think about that. Like, she could easily be meeting up with dudes.
Yeah, he happened to find
Even her kids. I mean, his kids.
Or even his kids. Now we need a DNA test.
Holy shit, you'd have to question everything.
But even after, and that's the thing with the courts now too. It's like, say he's been supporting these kids for 7 years, or however long. That if sometimes even if you're found to not be the father, they're like, well, if you supported them long enough, you have to keep supporting them.
Yep.
Even though you were tricked into this situation.
Which, like, at that point,
What an unfair world. Jesus Christ.
we have not figured anything out as humans.
No.
We're still struggling through. We're like idiots in the dark ages.
Yeah, really are. Like, yeah, like how, that like back in medieval times, somebody was knocking somebody's head in with a mace.
Yeah.
Second time mace came up today. Because they took his maiden and shit.
Yeah.
The maiden went off.
And then he kills him.
Took a picture with a sword between her boobs or whatever the fuck.
She sat for a picture with a sword between her
Yeah,
boobs.
yeah, she needed
Drew a
a
painting.
little portrait. Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, no, this guy's got to move on. I mean, it sucks because the problem is the kids. That's the real problem. If they didn't have kids, I think he should just leave. This is going to make things more complicated.
And you can't even tell, especially since they're so young, you can't even tell the kids the real reason. You have to like soft soap, and then like you end up looking like the bad guy as the dad because you'll be the one leaving.
Mm-hmm. That's horrible. See,
You
this is
can't
why I just don't have kids.
You
Just
can't
don't
just be like your mother's a whore. And that's the long and short of it.
You can tell them that when they're older.
Yeah, like look, all that stuff before how we weren't getting along, and it would be better for you guys. Here's the real deal.
She cheated on me, and she's a dirty whore.
Yeah, in fact, I have some screen caps here if you want to see pictures of your mother in her halcyon days.
Jesus. See, this makes me. This is why I don't want to have kids. I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
Like all the stuff that could happen.
Yeah.
We have a
Yeah, I have a kid. It's weird. I'm like, yeah, fuck kids. But I mean, I've had a kid for 10 years now, if not longer. But it just doesn't seem like, I don't know, it just doesn't seem the same. It's like, because I have her by choice, I
Right.
guess.
You chose to have her.
Rather than like make that choice and then be like, oh my God, now I have to live with this choice. Like, in all truthfulness, like, if I wanted to offload Sage at any moment, I could do that.
Right.
I just choose not to. I wouldn't want to. But you guys, 3 of them? Oh, Jesus Christ.
3 of them. 3. That's a lot of kids.
3 people that you're now gonna like. The mom is now fucking up because they're gonna have to. That you can't work through that. You can't work through 3 guys on a messaging situation, and then this other and like, oh no, I don't want you to go through my phone. Well, there's one reason for that.
Yeah.
Because there's more shit.
Exactly.
There's more shit where that came from.
And she's not even doing the thing of like, okay, well, since we need to work through this, yes, you can look at my phone anytime to stop the bullshit, to be like, hey, now you should trust me. She's not even doing that, which means she's not willing to give up her shady ways at all. Mm-hmm. Like, if you'd want to fix things, you'd be like, you can look at my phone anytime. You can look at anything, look through whatever messages you want to. I swear to God, you know what I mean? But she's not. She's like, no, you can't look.
Her response is, sit there, get cucked out, and shut your goddamn mouth.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying.
Goddamn, woman. She doesn't give a shit. Yeah, he's got to move on. They could do a trial separation. Like, he moves out, or they co-parent, and that's a tough one. They co-parent, and he gets an apartment or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Even like a separation, to me, I guess it works for some people, but a separation is like, okay, so here's the reason you separate. You go and you do your own thing for a little while. Now you're gonna get back together. It's like she's still the same shitty person.
Yeah.
Like if that were a new relationship and you're like, hey, tell me some of your history, and it's like, well, I used to message all these different guys when I was married and blah, blah, blah. You were like, no, I don't want to be with a person like you.
Yeah.
So like, why would you come back to that? Like, you already know.
Point. That's a very good point. Yeah, I mean, it works. Some people do stay together after someone cheats. It happens, and they somehow manage to work it out. But it is one of those things that it's a hard thing to come back from, and you have to really, really want to. And the person that cheated has to want to, and has to not keep cheating. There has to be like a certain level of.
Yeah, when the one person is unwilling to stop messaging and unwilling to show you the phone, it's like, I don't know how much good a separation is going to do.
Yeah, Yeah. But I think more of a separation of like just not living together until the kids are old enough for you to be like, okay, we're done now.
Or a separation of her teeth from her mouth.
Why, yada.
Bang, zoom.
Oh, God. Okay, this is already a weird. Okay. My girlfriend leaves out cups of tea, insisting she'll finish them later, but never does, and gets irritated when I put the cups back. It's been like this for most of our relationship. She always makes a full cup in the morning, drinks half, and then leaves the rest somewhere in the house. I didn't think anything of it until I was tidying up one day, and she scolded me for throwing away her tea that she was going to finish. It was close to bedtime, way past caffeine time. I tried to tell her that she always left the cups out, but she very, very firmly insisted that no, she always finishes the tea later. At the time, I felt an argument about it would be petty and dropped the subject, but it's been nagging me for months how she can't believe it. I even kept watch on the cups for a few weeks, and no, she always just leaves them out and never finishes them when she comes home from work. The only time she seemed to acknowledge that something was off was when she came home from work a week abroad to find 4 or 5 half-empty cups with mold in them because I had stopped cleaning them up at her request. But the pattern continued, and I don't know if bringing it up is one of those petty passive-aggressive arguments that are really about something else, or if this is some delusion on either of our part that I should be concerned about.
Well, to say it's... I mean, no, you're right. You should, you're right about the tea. It's like,
yes.
Like you're 100% right.
He did an experiment.
I have a history of pouring out people's drinks. Throwing away their food. Because again, we'll get takeout and then it'll be like 5 days later and the takeout will still be in there and now it's dried up and now it's like you don't even know if it's good anymore. It's probably not.
Certain things don't.
Like certain people
Shake her. I am seeing Mary Beth shake her head over there.
Yeah, there are times I like one time she had this Pepsi that I assume I took a look at it. I'm like, this is probably flat.
Hold on, Mary Beth needs to clarify. This is amazing.
Okay. No, one time he went away to a con for a weekend, and I was staying home and I cleaned the house. I rearranged our entire living room, and being there by myself, I decided to treat myself to a Diet Pepsi because we are a Coca-Cola Coke Zero family now. So I was treating myself to this Diet Pepsi, and I had dinner on the stove, and then I went to use the bathroom, came back down, and was going to bring dinner upstairs, and he had dumped my Pepsi. He had dumped it down the drain.
So you just saw I feel like Bryan saw the Pepsi, got irrationally angry that there was a Pepsi in the house, and was like, not on my watch.
But it wasn't even that. It was like a half-drink bottle in the fridge. And I was like, "Where's my drink?"
because she doesn't throw stuff away, and she has to admit this. Like I've taken out bags of lettuce that are putrid, that are liquefied.
Yeah. Nick gets on me about that too.
It's disgusting. So she does that a lot. So when I see a Pepsi in there, half drank, I assume it's flat. And it needs to be poured out because real estate, because she keeps all this other rotten food in there, real estate in the refrigerator is scarce.
So you can have no half-drunk beverages because we need space for real food.
If you open a bottle of soda, finish it.
You hadn't even taken your shoes off.
The first thing he does is get home and he's like, all right, I know that there's some bad stuff in this fridge. We got to clear it out.
Yeah.
I had cleaned all weekend. The fridge was clean.
I feel like this is a very normal, as we're seeing right now, this is a very normal couple argument that's happening, basically. But it does sound like he's right. She leaves That also is another thing my dad's wife used to do all the time. When my sister lived there, used to drive my sister crazy. She would complain to me about it all the time. She would use a new cup every time she got something to drink, and then just leave the cups all over the house. So she would like get a drink of water, drink it, put the cup down, and then go get a drink of water, but get another cup for it instead of using the same cup. And so the house would just be littered with like cups of half water and half coffee or like whatever it was. It used to drive my sister insane. So I feel like that's a very girl thing to do. It's a very lady thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, the tea thing, he's obviously right. I mean, he's like, in some sort of passive aggressive argument. It's like, it's not passive aggressive. It's like, I'm saying that you're leaving tea out until it gets moldy. There's the evidence.
Yeah, right.
You know?
I would say...
She just can't shut up. She just can't shut up.
The advice I would give is just dump the tea out.
Yeah, and just deal with her being mad at you. Yeah, because
eventually she'll stop.
Eventually she'll stop.
Yeah.
No, I think you're right, Mary Beth. I think that's the move.
Not say anything, just dump the tea out and go on with his day.
You can tell she took an edible. Her eyes are getting narrow and she's getting more like opinionated. She's like, get another thing. That's my soda. And I want to drink Pepsi. I could drink Pepsi.
That usually happens when someone gets drunk.
Yeah.
I'm drunk. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Somehow taking an edible enrages her.
The opposite of what it's supposed to do. Throw the tea out and just basically deal with her being mad at you. Like,
What's the worst she's going to do?
Yeah, nothing.
If you throw her tea out, she's just going to get pissy with you and you just be like, I will continue to throw your tea away.
Yeah.
I will never stop throwing your tea away.
It'll at least take her a while to notice.
Especially if there's like 5 cups of tea just randomly.
I always notice when you throw out my stuff.
Yeah.
I do.
This is where she starts complaining about me. It's like, I'm supposed to be on Unqualified Experts having a good time. Ride home's going to be like...
And another thing.
Yeah. What else don't you like about me? Why don't you go live with Xia and Nick? You fucking love them so much.
That'll get real old real quick. Trust me. Eventually you'll be like, fucking Nick, fucking Xia. God damn it. Why do they keep? Another common argument that Nick and I constantly have is I hate clutter. I can't stand clutter. I don't like when things are cluttered up. I want everything to have their place. I want it to all be put away. I have ADD. It's bad. My brain, I have the hardest time focusing as it is. There are some days where it's so bad, I just walk around the apartment and I get nothing done. It's horrible. I'm like my dad in that way. It's really bad. So I like things to be clean. It just helps my brain feel calmer and more organized. He does this thing where he likes to put he'll pile up things in corners, like the snacks when you walk in. I would just
chipmunk.
Yes. He just will he'll put oh, this is the stuff we need to get rid of, so he'll put it in a pile by the door, but then it'll sit there for months. And I'll look at it and I'm like, you just love making little piles that's our argument. And then his gripe about me is that I get crumbs everywhere, and he follows me around with a fucking vacuum going, crumbs, use the tray every time I'm eating anything. So I feel like that's such a normal couple thing.
What if you have a significant other who not only won't throw anything away and keeps it all over the place, but also gets crumbs all over?
Well, then you're screwed. Yeah, no, we're very opposite in that way. I like to be tidy, but Nick likes to be clean. So I guess in a way it works, but we're always going to argue about it. There's even the snacks that are over there, he hates wasting. So he needs to give them to someone. I just want to throw them away because I don't want them sitting there.
Right. How many people come over that would take those snacks?
Not enough. Because
even Mary Beth only took a single
candy cane.
Candy cane, yeah.
One candy cane.
We haven't left yet.
Yeah,
that's true.
The night's young.
Before you leave, I'm going to take advantage of you guys being on edibles and be like, hey,
eat this too.
Take more snacks. Yeah, 100%. And not enough people. No. Oh boy. Okay, I don't know what this is. If you know what this site is, let me know. I've been showing my body to men on Omegle, Omegle.
Yeah, that's a site where it's basically you're on with random people. Remember Chat Roulette?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Like Chat Roulette, gotcha. And this is how you know that I am getting old. I'm like, Chat Roulette, what the hell is Omegle? For around 5 years. I'm 19 now.
Wait, she's been showing her body to men?
Oh, no. She's 19, so she's been doing it since she was 14. This is already bad. Lady.
Yeah, it's illegal.
It's super illegal. Jesus Christ, woman. I both love and hate the attention they show me. I find myself promising not to go on, then to go to chat, but before or then to only go to chat. But then before I know it, some guy has ordered me to strip and degrade myself, and I do it. Same for Wicker and other chat sites. Within no time of going on them, I let men degrade me. And although at the time I love it, I hate it afterwards and sometimes end up crying myself to sleep. My real life sex life is non-existent. I've only had one partner. And I'm worried that my early and constant exposure to this sort of sexual gratification has ruined me forever. How can I stop when every time I try, I fail? Advice desperately sought.
First off, don't ask Reddit. Go to a shrink.
Yeah, that was going to be my advice. Go to a therapist, lady.
Yeah, there's a reason that, I mean, I don't know if this person got molested and that like early on that's how they were showing attention or whatever. But clearly there's some sort of dopamine release when you get that initial praise and it's only in the aftermath that you're like, oh wait, what am I doing again? I'm showing these fucking jerk offs my body.
For free, by the way.
Yeah.
You're not even making money doing this.
Right.
Like, Jesus Christ. If you're going to do it, at least get something out of it.
Yeah, because it's not like if you didn't have the shame afterwards, if you were like, oh, I love it, it's like it's my thing.
Yeah.
Then keep doing it if you want to. But if like every time you're done, you're like, wow, why did I do that? Then you're probably you're not going to find those answers on Reddit unless a psychiatrist is on there answering the questions.
Yeah, you have to go to a psychiatrist. You need to work through whatever trauma got you there, basically. Because it was something bad happened to you.
Yeah, that's a long stretch to be doing it and feeling bad about it too.
Yeah, right? 5 years?
So I guess there's child porn out there.
Oh, there's child porn out there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I feel like there's more child porn. I didn't realize this. So I'm over here like knocking Pornhub at one point when they took like 80% of their porn down. I was like, well, that's stupid. And then I found out it was because they weren't, I guess, like verifying everybody that was on.
Right.
So there was a bunch of underage porn on there and nobody knew. So like, how terrifying would that be? You accidentally watch some fucking underage porn and you don't even know. Yeah. That would suck.
I don't know, is it in the watching or is it in the downloading? Because whenever you hear somebody get busted for it, it's always like, and you're like, how? How do you have 25,000 images? Like,
seriously?
how do you have, like, I think I have 6,000 images on my phone. Yeah. I can't remember the last time I looked at them all.
No.
So when you have 25,000, 30,000, 40,000 images of child porn and videos and all this other shit, who has the time to watch and look at all that stuff?
Fucking sick people.
Or is it just like, I have a friend who has 80,000 songs on his iTunes.
Jesus.
So is it something like that where it's like, I don't need to necessarily to see them. I just like knowing that I have them.
It's probably that. It's probably like knowing that they have them because it's a disease, obviously. It's some weird fucked up illness of having of wanting to have child porn or like wanting to watch it. So they probably just collect it all because it's maybe not an easy thing to come by. I don't know. Although if they're having 25,000 images, it obviously is.
Can't be that difficult,
so,
yeah.
I don't know.
I saw an interview the other day, a short interview with Jared Fogle from Subway.
Oh, yeah.
If anybody's wondering how Jared's doing, he says he's doing fine.
Really?
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed at that.
Yeah, that sucks.
You know, he looked like he was in better shape than I am.
He didn't get fat again?
No, he didn't get fat again.
Damn.
I know. He got tuned up one time. He got beaten up by some guy.
Right, which we always hear about happens to pedophiles in
Yeah,
jail.
that was a couple of years ago. Somebody took him down, but since then, I guess he must have had enough money to pay people to protect him. You know, but I mean, it seems like he's living like as far as prison goes, he's like, that's all right.
That sucks.
That's fucked up, right?
That's what's supposed to happen to those people.
You're supposed to be sad, Jared.
Yeah, you're supposed to be miserable in your life. What is this bullshit? He's like, well, I get fed every day and I just kind of hang out and read books. And you're like, wait, what? Yeah, they need to make prison harder for people. All right. So we'll probably do one more, and then I have a fun story for you to read. As
all right.
Nick says it's a tradition. Mary Beth remembers. Poor Mary Beth. Yeah. I really sprung it on her.
Yeah, I could see she wasn't prepared for it.
I wasn't either. It was my fault for not knowing also Nick doesn't like me to see the prep because he likes me to be surprised by it too, and I can't pre-think of the answers, which makes it more fun. But I was not expecting that.
Right.
All right. Ooh, age differences. Oh, no. Okay, never mind. This is a really fast one. We'll go through this one. And it's just a title. My boyfriend, 28, forgot my birthday 27, 2 years in a row. Today is his birthday. I'm tempted to just, quote, forget it. Isn't that wrong?
Well, I almost forgot her birthday this year. I was 2 days away from, like, I thought, for some reason, I thought we were still in the first week of January instead of the second week.
Okay,
Like,
that's
it's not
an
like I
honest
didn't know her
mistake.
birthday wasn't the 13th.
Yeah.
I just didn't know it was 2 days from then.
Because you thought you were the week before.
Right. That says a lot about a person, that they're a week off. Not a day off. A week.
You're like, oh, I thought it was Wednesday when it's really Thursday.
Is it not still 2021? When did that happen? Yeah, why not? Why not? I mean, but again, it's like boyfriend, girlfriend. If you're to that point, if everything else is like okay, it's like that shows a real lack of concern. Birthdays are like, that's 101.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to forget birthdays.
No, that's a pretty
Birthdays,
big deal.
anniversaries. You know.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on this one. Go ahead, forget it. Fuck him.
Yeah.
He forgot your birthday 2 years in a row. That's so rude.
Birthdays aren't that special to him, so why should he care if she forgets his?
Good point. That's a good point. It's a little bit petty, but also not, because he forgot your birthday. All right, so here's the one on age differences.
And people act like there's something wrong with being petty. I've built an entire life on being petty. Littlest things.
Does it feel good?
Oh, it's great. Never let anything go.
What do you think is like the most petty little thing you've ever, if you can remember?
Oh boy, that would be a tough one. That I
That's
would
a
have,
lot, right?
Yeah,
You'd have to like think about it.
Yeah.
Mary Beth just starts leaving random soda cans around more and more.
I do leave tea around though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're the tea guy. You're the tea girl in that story.
But I don't. I just leave it there. I don't think I'm going to drink it later on. I just
Forget about it.
I just let it cools down, and then I'm like, I don't want this tea anymore. Yeah.
So do you ever actually drink tea, or do you just like the idea of drinking tea?
I like the idea of drinking tea, I think, more than I do. Because then once I drink it, my whole chest burns and shit, and I fucking get indigestion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll drink about half a mug, and then I'm done.
I don't like tea either. I tried to start drinking tea at night to help me sleep and to help me not eat as much junk food at night. And I kept up with it for like a week, and I was like, yeah, I don't like this. I'm just drinking hot leaf water, and it doesn't
Was it
even
that like mood tea, like
like sleepy
shit?
time or whatever bullshit.
Right,
yeah, I have heard of the mood teas too, though. But no, it's you're drinking leaf water, and you're not even getting the benefit of like coffee where you have energy. I'll drink bean water for energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like bean water. Coffee's great. Okay, so this age difference is one. I was like, oh, this will be fun. This is not fun because it's a 37-year-old male and a 16-year-old female. So then she has to go, though. First of all, this isn't illegal in my country. What country are you in? Afghanistan?
Probably. Yeah, she's probably married like a child bride already.
Oh my God. Anyway, he's my coworker. What? And we've known each other for a month. He is asking me to go on a date with him. I really like him too, but still, I don't think I will feel safe or comfortable going out to a place I don't know with a guy much older than me. But I don't want him to think I'm accusing him of something or that I think he's unreliable. We just don't know each other well yet. How can I refuse without coming off as rude? Or is there a way I can make this more safer?
More safer.
More safer.
Okay.
I need to know what country this is.
It could be the South in America. Who knows?
This is not illegal in my country. Texas.
16 is legal in a lot of states.
But there's a certain, like, 16 is legal if you're 18. Or not,
right.
like, there's a certain age.
And you can't be like their teacher or something like that.
Yeah. Like, there are, like, 16 is the age of consent in Hawaii, but you can't be 16 and fuck, like, a 25-year-old. There's, like, a certain...
Well, that's a shame.
I know, right? The age of consent used to be 14 in Hawaii. And then as soon as I was about to turn 14, it changed to 16. And my dad was like, oh, thank God. See,
I mean, it's really weird, too, that she's like, I don't want him to think that I think he's unreliable. It's like, what does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Like, the girl in me, I guess, American girl, that's why I'm trying to figure out which country they're in, is going... What are you talking about? Tell him to fuck off. Who cares? Who cares how he feels? He's making you feel uncomfortable. Tell him to go fuck himself.
But really, okay, well, let's think about this for a second. How old was I when you were 16? Right? I was probably in my 40s. Thank God we didn't meet earlier.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You guys met when she was in
Might
her
have found
20s,
me
right?
unreliable. Yeah, I met her when she was 21, turning 22, right? Yep.
Yeah.
We just had our anniversary.
Aww.
First time we met.
Yep.
That's so cute. So you have two
We
things
met
to
it,
celebrate.
the day before my birthday.
Oh, so you like literally just had it.
Yes.
So it was the 12th. Because your birthday's the 13th.
13th, yeah. Yeah, we met the 12th.
Yeah. But you guys have been talking before that, right? And that was the first time you met in person?
No.
Oh, no. That was like the first time you met.
Yeah.
Aww.
And then she burned her 20s with me. Stupid bitch.
You're like, haha, I got the best years of her life.
Yeah.
No, the 20s are, you know what? I think, I'm going to be honest with you, Mary Beth. I think you made a smart choice. You made a legitimate good choice. Your 20s are when we do fucking dumb shit. And you missed all of that, which is good. I did the dumbest shit when I was 20. And I feel like that's how I wasted my 20s. Not being with someone who I actually loved and cared about, you know.
Yeah, this girl, I mean, unfortunately, you can't tell a 16-year-old girl, you're a 16-year-old girl.
Yeah, no.
You can't tell them that.
No.
Which would answer the question. It would answer the question because you would be like, look, the guy's 37, you're 16. It's just, forget about it. Like, your concerns and your worries are these aren't even things you should be thinking about. Like, you should be thinking about his opinion of you.
No.
If asking you on a date, you should be thinking, like, why is this weird old guy creeping on me?
Yeah.
When I'm still, like, in high school.
Yeah. When I'm not even old enough to be out on my own and know what life really is. Like, I don't know. Unless this is one of those weird countries where...
Like, she should be married by now.
Right. She's the town pariah, and she should be happy that this old guy wants to take her out on a date.
Yeah, she should listen to herself, right? She's like, yeah, this is just something about it just rubs me the wrong way. It's kind of weird. But not enough people listen to their gut instinct. Mm-hmm. Right?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Like, you listen to your gut, and for some reason that's wrong these days. People, you're profiling somebody. You're leading to a decision about somebody. It's like, yeah, for a good reason.
Yeah, no shit. I think, was it Patrice O'Neill, actually? I think it was his bit or his joke that he would rather seem racist than dead. Like, if he sees a fucking big white skinhead walking towards him, like, yeah, he could just be a big white bald guy, or he's a fucking KKK member. He's like, I'd rather seem racist than be dead. I'm getting the fuck out of there.
I know a guy who, this is years ago, white guy, he's walking down the street in an upscale neighborhood, and there's two black guys walking toward him, and he was one of those guys where he's like, I don't want to appear racist, so I'm not going to fucking cross the street. Like, I'm just going to keep walking. That dude was soon on the ground, knocked out,
no.
his wallet gone, all this other shit. And I'm not saying that's going to happen every time, obviously.
Well, of course not.
But there are people who would do the same thing to me.
Right.
They're like, they see some guy with a big beard walking down the street. Maybe I got my hoodie on or whatever. They don't know what the fuck.
I feel like it's like that for girls in general. If it's any guy, don't take it personally. We just got to be careful of dudes. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Like, if we're on you're on the train platform, you're coming back from doing an episode of Magnificent Chip Chipperson.
Shout out, Chip.
And it's late at night, and you see like a couple guys in business suits just talking amongst each other, and you see me. And you're going to, like, we each get into a car. Like, who are you more likely to get into the car with? The three guys. I would assume so.
You would assume so, but honestly, I think maybe because of my upbringing and where I grew up, I wouldn't be scared looking at you. There are certain, you'd have to be.
There's so many alcoholics on the island.
There's so many, no, I just mean like the way, it's very non-traditional. Like, I didn't grow up seeing guys in business suits that doesn't exist. The business guys in Hawaii wear surf shorts and a freaking Aloha shirt. Like, that's as businessy as you get there. So, and I grew up around my dad, who absolutely was drinking a lot with his buddies and playing music, and it was a bunch of fucking heathen people, but those heathen people took care of me, and like, they were my family, so I felt safe around them. Like, I always felt so safe in Hawaii, and there were so many situations I've gotten myself into where I should have been probably raped and killed, but because I had such good people around me, I wasn't. So I think,
good.
Yeah, right. Thank fucking
Solid.
God. Jesus Christ. Like, I've been roofied and luckily have survived that encounter with everything still intact because of people looking out for me.
Right. Not so much that they didn't allow you to get roofied.
Right. Yeah, that part wasn't so good. But yeah, so it's one of those things where it's just, if it's a big dude in general, like I don't know, man. I don't necessarily trust dudes in business suits.
Oh, you shouldn't.
Those guys can be the worst ones. I might get on the train with you.
Yeah?
Yeah, maybe.
And you would be safe.
And I would be safe.
Because I mind my own business.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bother you. I'm not that guy.
Yeah, it's like walk up and like, hey, what you doing? It'd be the business guys being like, hey, sweetheart. Nah.
Yeah, for like former frat guys that now work at like Bear Stearns or whatever the fuck.
Exactly. Those are the guys you got to watch out for. And I'm not saying you don't have to watch out for like regular guys on this. They're raping people too. But I'm just saying.
Everybody's raping everybody.
Everyone's raping everyone. You just...
Yeah. Raping everybody up here.
So yeah, just get the fuck away from that dude. Trust your gut. I feel like that's the takeaway here, lady. All right, so now we have... Okay, now we have a lovely story, as is tradition every time we have a guest on. And even though we have a big burly man guest on, this is no different. Nick is like, no, this is tradition. This is what we're doing. We have a fun story for Bryan to read.
Right, I even brought my glasses, which scream, where do I find the child porn?
Those are kind of Jeffrey Dahmer glasses.
Okay. I woke up after a big party and started dry humping with the stranger next to me. It says FM. Does that mean female, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay. This happened a while back. I'd been at a pretty wild house party and ended up crashing out on some cushions on the living room floor. The next morning I woke up, parentheses, probably still a bit tipsy from all the drinks the night before, end quotes, or end parentheses, and there were a few other leftover party stragglers passed out around the room. There was some guy next to me who I don't think I'd even spoken to the night before. Now, I'm always really horny when I first wake up, especially if I'd been drinking. This random dude next to me was also starting to stir awake, and I'm not sure exactly how it happened, but we ended up kind of grinding against each other. I hadn't even turned around to see what he looked like.
Oh, boy.
Wow. I never get invited to parties like this. Never.
Honestly, I didn't either. And I've been to a lot of parties.
Yeah. He was just a random male body next to me, but I was so horny we didn't even kiss, but soon I could feel his cock getting hard as it pressed against me, and I was pushing my hips back into him, our bodies grinding against each other. She should have spelled it B-O-D-I-E-S instead. She used the possessive form, so
B-O-D-Y apostrophe S.
Yeah.
Oh, stupid.
There's also people passed out around the room sleeping or pretending to sleep maybe if we woke them up. No, that doesn't make sense. Anyway.
This writing isn't the best.
Yeah, because soon we were moaning and grunting as he pushed himself against me. I still hadn't turned to even see who this guy was or what he looked like.
What if you're related?
I know, it could have been a sister or a cousin. Or... I could feel an orgasm starting to build in me, and I was pushing myself onto him harder. My own panties rubbing against my clit from the friction of the movement. Come on, Nick. I was moaning and gasping now, loud enough for anyone awake to easily hear. He was getting close as well, thrusting his still fully clothed hard cock against me. I started shaking as I began coming, and soon he also shuddered to a climax, and I could watch a wet patch from his cum seeping through his pants and onto my thigh.
Dry humping?
How are they seeing all this if he can't even see their face?
That's what I want to know. This sounds fake.
After that, we lay awkwardly for a bit, still not looking or acknowledging each other, until I sneaked off for the walk of shame home. To this day, I don't even know what this random guy who came on my leg even looked like. Not sure I believe this story.
So these are stories. This is a subreddit where people go and share their wild stories.
Right.
And Natalie was on the last one. And then poor Natalie also had to read one.
Wait, is that Natalie's story?
Natalie Cuomo. No. Oh, no, poor Natalie. Or she read one and she said she doesn't think any of these are real. She thinks they're just horny stories from horny dudes that they just make up.
I agree with Natalie. I think it's like the old Penthouse forums where it's just people write in. They're like, here's what happened. And you're like, no, it didn't.
Yeah, that's
because like none of
happened.
this shit ever happens to you in real life. So you can't even begin to conceive of a world in which it's like, oh, so there's a bunch of people like I've been to parties where like it's gone late and like you stay overnight, but I don't know. I just never had that experience of everyone lying around next to each other and
dry humping.
Guys rubbing their cocks on me, dry humping me into submission. I'm like, I don't even know what he looked like.
I just went home with a wet thigh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no big deal.
And I'm the one saying that pegging is gay.
Honestly, I haven't either. I haven't been to any of these kinds of parties. Like, there's parties where people hook up, but I feel like that's different. I don't know. It's not quite the same as this. I would believe these stories if it was gay guys. Gay guys do the craziest shit.
They're a little bit more promiscuous.
Yes, they are.
It seems.
Yeah. I found out one of my old managers at a restaurant that I used to work at, and I'm obviously not going to give any names or anything. There were two managers there, and both of them were gay. They both had other boyfriends, but they would both suck each other off in the office. I found out until they put a camera in there. Like, apparently they were just doing that all the time, like at work, and I was like, what? And then there was another gay guy who I used to work with at another restaurant who told me that he used to do it, like, gay guys in gyms apparently, and like the locker room are just like, he's like, yeah, you just go in the shower and like they have like some secret eye signal that they look at each other of like, yeah, we're gonna go fuck, and they go and they just fuck in the shower in the bathroom. Again,
I've been to gyms, and I although I never showered at gyms, so I guess maybe that's where I missed out. You know what? Kevin's brother said that when he worked at Disney, he said that there were a lot of, straight family guys who would go to Disney, and some I guess there's showers there, like in the water park or whatever. And
oh yeah, right.
Same thing. Like straight dudes would hook up. I never understood that.
They're like, honey, I'm gonna go take a shower real quick. I'll be right back. Give me 10 minutes.
I'll see you in a day or two.
Yeah, dude, that's so funny.
So gay guys,
yeah. Those are the stories I believe.
Jesus.
Yeah, right?
What are you guys up to? It's crazy what you're doing out there.
Be safe. Fucking A. Do you remember? Wait, which one is the one? It was Gacy, right? Who would get all the young gay boys and then he was buried them under his house?
Yeah, he was burying them, and I don't even know if they were necessarily gay. They were just like he was a contractor, and they would work for him.
Oh, okay. I thought that because he was gay, I thought there was like a sexual element there, and he was just getting all these gay boys back.
He was like, "Look, if you're a young boy and you allow yourself to be raped, you're gay.
Yes, you're gay now, and you're also going to be buried under my house." Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's the show. Thank you so much again for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. It was a lot of fun.
Of course. Yay. Okay. I feel like we got some really good advice on this one. And if there's anything that you would like to plug, please. I feel like I've gotten
aside from
plugs.
my wife.
Very nice.
Yeah, if you want to listen to a podcast that you haven't listened to before, go to tellhemstevedave.com, and they're all there. They're all there, right?
It's an excellent podcast. We also listen to it. Definitely listen to Tell 'em Steve Dave.
It's fun to listen to, right?
It is fun to listen to. It's a great fucking podcast. And Mary Beth Johnson, Brian's wife, was on a previous episode. So if you guys haven't seen that one, go back and watch it as well. And also subscribe to the YouTube, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, thumbs up, all that crap. You guys know what to do. Thank you. Bye.